Steps up in the pocket, wants to throw it. Does. Caught John Ross again. And he gets out of bounds. Another first down for the Huskies.
You've got to understand that they will be exploited in the back end if you can't put pressure on the quarterback. And right now, Browning, even though he had to step up on the last play, he's been given time in the pocket, and the wide receivers have been allowed to.
Browning throws the fade in the corner to touchdown, John Ross.
That's his run play, and then he just drops it right in the bucket. Like he's thrown it into a trash can. John Ross, touchdown.
Wow, Washington. 27 points.
They're a good running team if they stick with it.
Second down and 7 to 21. Browning hit as he throws, and that's caught by John Ross. Ross making people miss. They didn't get close to the first down.
He was awful close to being down right when he caught it and kind of slipped, but he kept himself up, found a seam, and then moves the chains. This is what I was talking about as he spins out and kind of goes down. Boy, that was close. That left knee, awful close to being down on the ground, which would have presented Washington State a much better chance to get off the field, obviously.
Browning to the sideline. Pettis with the catch. Pettis then taken down. Nice open field tackle by Marcellus Pippins. Faced with a 1st and 10, and Jake Browning will give him some room to work with.
This is that point on the field. I felt like as a quarterback, part of game management is also managing the situation. This is a backed up situation. If you understand that a false start is only going to back you up half the distance, so at most a yard, go on 2. Because the free 5 yards that it gains you is so beneficial in these types of situations, trying to draw the opposition offside.
2nd and 9. Browning to the sideline. Ross with the catch. Lost it! Washington State! They jump on it! Jalen Thompson with the... Coleman. The reverse. Ross. Is he going to throw it? No, he's going to run it up the sideline with the burst. And Ross knocked out of bounds by Trayshawn Broughton. A 31-yard gain. The trick plays again for Coach Pete.
The block was actually thrown by the quarterback, Jake Browning. You're going to see in the backfield, you're going to have Washington State. Isaac Dotson in great position, and there's Browning. He gets the block and allows Ross to get the edge.
You guys blocked, Joe?
In a must-block.
First down and 10 to the 45. Browning, Pettis wants to throw it again. Does. Incomplete.
Gap field. At some point, the trick plays have to exit, and you got to go out there and just play big boy football. And you got to go out there and just play big boy football and run the ball down the field.
2nd and 10. Browning underneath McClatchy, first down.
You know, their base offense is good enough to run most people right out of the building. And so I always find it odd that it seems like it's in the end zone. Now, that's a serious...
Talk about how to attack this defense. How about Jake Browning in the first half, guys? Got back on track. The last couple of weeks, he'd struggled to 4 interceptions in the last 2 games. Only completed 55% of his throws. But let me tell you something. When you have time like that all day, you're going to be able to deliver the ball downfield. He did a little bit of everything. Dinked and dunked. He threw the ball downfield. Obviously, his receivers made a great play. They didn't run the ball extremely well. John Ross had a big gain in the run game. But I was really, really impressed with Jake Browning getting back on track, attacking this defense. Excellent start to the half.
And how about that Washington defense? Pretty good job.
Like the number 5 team in the nation. And one reason is because of the brilliant play of their young quarterback.
And in particular, early, on the road in a rivalry game, you always wonder how a young kid is going to react. And he reacted beautifully. I thought Jake Browning early in this game, first and foremost, he had great time in the pocket. And he was able to get the ball down the field accurately to his big play receivers. Dante Pettis a couple of touchdowns. And then he dropped a beautiful ball right in the bucket to John Ross for a touchdown. The defense also came to play early in this game. Critical plays, turnovers, a couple of them. They stopped them on 4th down at the 1-yard line right before the half. DJ Beavers gets the interception. This Husky part as we take a look at our Verizon first half stats. Washington State has only thrown the ball for 102 yards. That's a big credit to that Husky defense. And of course, the Husky offense was really doing anything they wanted to do. Gus, that entire first half.
How do the Cougars get back into it? Browning finds McClatcher. He breaks it across, gets upfield, picks up the first down. Here's Browning over the middle. Caught at the 35. Will Dissly.
Quarterback, what you want to do is replace him with the football. Here comes a linebacker, ball out right away. That's a prepared quarterback. That's what I love about Jake Browning. You never see the indecision in his play.
He knows where to go.
He knows where to go with the football.
First down. At the play fake. Browning looks backside. Caught at the 30. What a throw. Aaron Fuller. He hit
Down for a big play, and then at the end, Browning took a shot. There's Louisville coming in, and a bit late, maybe a little bit late. Browning certainly embellished a little bit to draw that laundry.
1st and 10 at the Cougar 15. Browning flings it out and incomplete. Gaskin, the intended receiver.
You guys looked sharp from the very first snap of this game. I'm going to let you brag on your guys up front. How much did they set the tone for everything tonight for you guys?
Yeah, I think our best games are when we can run the ball well, and obviously we did. I thought they worked really hard on it. They did a lot of stuff up front with a lot of games, and I thought they were very prepared and played really hard and ran the
It was 12 of 20 last week. Not spectacular stats in that win, but a pivotal win nonetheless against Utah. His numbers nationwide pretty spectacular. Number 2 in the FBS in pass efficiency, 3rd in touchdown passes.
Well, it's November. A performance tonight would help him in that Heisman race.